Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perchstein.
You. It's about time.
What?
I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
I've been.
You don't know.
Oh well.
Hmm?
Now think.
Yes, unless.
You're still like.
Hey.
I'm bar.
Looks like you.
I ain't.
Where are you headed?
For work, they all promise the moon, but then you'll eat with the city folk.
You said.
I'd like to go to.
Aha.
Well, but I won't be troubling her long.
Why exactly are you?
Why? I've been.
What do you want to do?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
You're something like.
Nah, I usually find work with someone.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs, but I'd like to go somewhere. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller.
Why?
Because they're different, and it's...
I'd like to see what they're.
You can go and see...
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He'll...
Where am I?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise, Tomcat will show you
How does he show off?
with his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the...
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd...
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back all...
Well, sure. If he's...
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know.
Oh, well. It was nice to meet you.
Don't worry, you'll manage.
Oh, have you been rolling in shit?
God bless you.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly.
Afraid of water, are you?
Ah, of course not. I was just heading to the baths.
Was machst du? Raus, du Bastard! Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
What the hell is that? That smell wasn't
I
here
hope you're
before.
not following me.
And I was beginning to worry what that was. But it's just you. Oh, you reek! You ought to be ashamed walking around smelling like that. God bless you.
The Lord be with you.
Pour me one!
Christ, you stink.
God
to
bless.
high heaven.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Would you like to play dice?
What game would you like to play?
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
I actually don't want to play anything.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want some. And wait till I stop being angry.
Don't cause
shut.
any trouble, got it?
Ugh, what a stench! Where is it? What would you like? As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachon. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Are you saying I don't look like a knight to you?
You? Not unless they started knighting village yokels. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Look, enough talking. Do you know where I can find Brunswick's armor or not?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake. And now go.
cream rolling in.
Simmer a bit longer.
You shouldn't be bothering us here. You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Sakura! I need a bandage, quick! There, that's better.
I'd like to apologize for that brawl. Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That Capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
What could I do? I had to defend my lord.
What? He really is a noble, is he? Well, stone me. I hope he doesn't hold a grudge. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Gelioff innkeeper is your man. Take care, friend.
Christ, you stink to high
Christy.
heaven. Are you blind?
What did I do to you?
What'll it be, you bum?
A large beer for me.
God bless you.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am. Oh! Ah! 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 Oh!
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Greetings to you.
That's a fine maypole.
God bless. What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up a bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. What's the matter with you, Henry? You can't forge anything in a cold furnace. You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want, and you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
God bless. How's it going?
Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the spark, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Well struck. That's the ring you want. That's the ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Sparks are flying nicely. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right, let's have a look. Very nice work. Father taught you very well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else to ask about?
What good does it do me to wait while I work?
Makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
How will I know it's...
Notice the shape.
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And of course, you can use any question.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after...
What can I do?
Well, you can sell them, but you probably won't have much.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. And you can put your things in the...
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you. You're pretty good at swords. But what the locals really... Right. Here are some simple drawings. You can get down...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge your... Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again...
God be with you.
Good day.
Watch where you're going.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost. What are you here for, friend?
There's a couple more things I'd like...
Ask away.
Thanks. I'm still not really sure of myself in the fort.
Why not? Why don't you forge me another...
Yeah.
Let's see what you... Stop faffing about and get to work. Then go over to the anvil and let's get started. Stop faffing about and get to work. Then go over to the anvil and let's get started.
What's that dreadful thing?
Then go over to the anvil and let's get started.
What is it, you scoundrel?
Are you going to the market, Simone?
Greetings.
Would you like to play?
What game would you like?
I actually don't want to play.
Courage!
There. It looks better already.
What do you want, you yoker? Make it... Are you gonna get started, then? Stop faffing about and get to work.
It was you! Now I'll show you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with you.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings. What do...
I'd like you to teach.
For a few groschen? What is this about?
God be with you.
Good day to you.
How can I help you today, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything, then, eh? What can I do for you? It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo. Go to Samin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along...
There's only one road to Samin that can take a cart. It leads... But I've got a bad feeling they got up...
Those two hands of yours...
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I...
Were they suspicious in any...
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers.
What was the cart...
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. There was some... and some kitchen stuff. There's a good month's work.
All right.
Go ahead. And if you find...
Gladly. There's a couple more...
Ask away.
Thanks. Can I ask you...
What is it you need to know?
All right.
Time's... What would you like?
There's a couple...
Ask away.
What good...
It makes you...
Thanks.
Ave Maria.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill. Can I help you?
Yeah, the place by the Jehorovka street.
Greatest evil of all.
Could say that.
The one called woman. They look like angels on the outside. Soft, gentle, and well formed.
Miloboska says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
Jesus Christ be praised.
New friend. God bless.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as late as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
Aye. The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
Hey! Stop fighting!
Ha! Da! Come on.
Oh, you wee blasted! In the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yuriko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yuriko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
What can I do for you? Bring me some wine. Of course. Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
I don't feel much like moving somehow. God grant you health.
My lord.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
I'd like to go and...
Wouldn't we all, lad?
Well, I heard Lord
Son, I don't know if you're serious or you... Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the... Stick with it.
I'll get going then.
Where do you think you're going? God bless.
What did I do to you?
God bless you.
should I do to you? Blessings to you.
What? Once wasn't it enough for you?
No.
Forget it.
You've got quite an unusual accent. Where are you from?
Can't you tell? From Znojmo in Moravia. Lovely country. All vineyards and bonny lasses.
Well, you don't like it?
See any vineyards and bonny lasses here? The locks are broad, all right. They didn't exactly lift your spirits, but more the other way around.
You're related to the Semines?
Aye. I wouldn't ever be here otherwise. My it's not every day. First cousin, once removed, gets married.
Why don't you want another fight?
Why would I want a stramash? I'm near a man of violence. Tradition has been honoured already.
Is it your custom to beat up envoys who come to the courtyard?
Envoy or no, when a new bloke turns up and gives us a queer look, he gets a clout in the gob. That's fair, isn't it?
Uh-huh. I understand, I suppose. You must fight all the time then, eh?
Like I said, I'm near a man of violence.
You're a long way from Moravia. You must hold Lord Semine in high esteem.
My pa holds all his kin in high esteem. So he sends us up. We were at a wedding in Rottenburg last week. A wee bit before that, it was a bairn's christening at Koshenberg, and another wedding in Dalchi. That's all I mind. I haven't been...
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
God bless. What would you like?
I hear you like to...
What game would you...
Let's play beggars.
And do you have enough money for it?
I actually don't...
Careful!
There's nothing to eat here. Wait, that's my Pebbles. My girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What are you doing here?
Put that weapon away.
Nothing suits your fancy, eh? Maria. Greetings. Good day. Maybe next time, then. What do you want?
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my
Don't
time
shove!
if you don't want anything, then?
God grant you health.
Are you blind?
Look out!
What?
Christ be praised.
Are you looking for something?
Bloody deep.
Lovely yew bow the other day for a great price. What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone...
Huh? Huh?
I'll be glad to have a drink with you fellows.
That's precisely what young Petsker and me are doing here.
I'll be more than happy to play with you.
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petsker...
You smell of horse sweat?
Look, no disrespect. We may not be labourers, true. In short, we look for horses. For a very well-heeled mistress. But
so, horse traders for hire?
Yeah, something like that.
I think I'll be going now, lad.
God be with you and...
Not that it's any of my concern, but you don't look like labour.
Well, the roads can be very... Luckily, it usually only takes a well-aimed smack or a couple of...
You say you're good at rest?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll wait.
Well, you need the... Come back when you...
You say you're...
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to.
Nothing doing there.
What did I do to you?
It was you! I've got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me what...